Starting off today, team, with some Ironman just to get us hyped for day 3. Didn't need to get any more hyped, but we're gonna. So just a quick update on the Casper Mark, Willie George's situation. Apparently, in the sprint couplet yesterday, Joshua Wistrup from Germany protested a judging error. They reviewed it. They took 7 seconds off his time. That moved him up a couple of places within that event, dropped Willie George's down a couple of places, and that's why the leaderboard shuffled. Also, Joshua Wistrup was the guy that finished second in the run yesterday, and he dabbed all his way to the line. That's how I would run to school. Hey, how long was the drive?
7.5. A little bit out of an hour with traffic and a bunch of other nonsense.
How did you put up with him?
Slept.
I'm doing a joke here. So it leads on to my next question, you two. Like, how did you sleep on the moped?
Wasn't comfortable, I can tell you that much.
7.5 hours on that.
Yep. Did you get your moped, Jason?
I did. It didn't go down as well as I planned. Yesterday, team, there was a refitting for the athletes, so they've actually got more clothes, the people that made it to the top 20. What they also got in their locker this morning as a surprise, what is it, Jazz?
A mini Dave Castro figurine?
No, that would be awesome though. They got a zero gravity chair.
Really? Oh, I'm jealous of that.
I know, but how would you get it home?
Imagine if it was a Greg Glassman bobblehead.
A story from yesterday. Matt McLeod started the day in 47th, ended the day in 9th.
Just got pooped on, man. First day at the games, first 10 minutes of the games.
It's a sign.
Oh my
Next
goodness.
year, Drew. That's the good luck you need. Good luck. That's it. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
How's Amanda feeling?
She's a little beat up right now. Twisted her ankle in the ruck, sprained it pretty bad, and then did it again during Mary. Came off of the pull bar, so we got her taped up really well. Got an ankle brace on too. Not sure they're gonna be able to even put the chip timer on that ankle.
I almost wanted to shout.
Yeah, right.
That was a photo finish, Kiki. Primo across the line, just ahead of
You're not running with them this year?
for a little bit. Amy Green, Haley Adams, Horvath. Bennett and Primo. You're 1 and 2. First out, it is Noah Olson. Goodman to the first out. And we are going to the scoreboard.
3. Logan Collins.
Casper's put his swimming shorts on.
He looks like he should be in some sort of R&B video with that booty shaking.
And Beast through. And Panchak to the finish.
Semi-final.
Where you at? Uptown, let me see him. 46.5 in the field.
They brought back the sprints team. Crazy. Oh, that was a viewing spectacle. Jazz had to come in and take a lie down after that. Oh, give me a second. Oh.
That was intense.
When an event is like 25 long, it all comes down to 0.1 of a second. It's nuts. Oh, here he is. Wow, I didn't see him coming.
Yeah, can't miss me.
No. We saw a lot of big names not make it through to the second round and not make it through to the final. Vellner. Fraser didn't make it. Hepner didn't make it. Chandler didn't make the first cut. Chandler So I'm quickly going to dive into the leaderboard after that sprint event this morning. Matt Fraser finished 15th overall, didn't make it out of the first round, gave him only 30 points for this morning. Whereas Noah Olsen finished 3rd overall, giving him 90 points. And now with 5 events down, Noah Olsen maintains the leader's jersey and opens up his lead to 65 points overall. And after this event, obviously 10 people had to go. The field cut from 20 down to 10, and a couple of the big name athletes that we lost: Cole Sager, Travis Mayer, Chandler Smith, Patrick Vellner, Lucas Hugberg, and the Brit Elliott Simmons. And then on the female side, Tia Claire Toomey managed to hold on to her lead. She took 3rd in the sprint event. But more importantly, looking at the field and athletes that have been cut: Annie Thorisdottir, last year's 2nd place Laura Horvath, Brooke Wells, Sam Briggs, and Sarah Sigma's daughter, just to name a few. There was a bit of controversy around this event. Basically, if you put your foot over the yellow line anytime during the sprint, you would have got a 10-second penalty. And during a 25-second workout, that's just going to knock you right down to the bottom of the field. Here's the breakdown of the heats, and if you look at the numbers in red, they are the athletes where a foot crossed the line. We saw Patrick Vellner, Casper Gammelmark, Joshua Wistrup in the semi-final, and then Brooke Wells in the opening round. After coming into the day 7th, her foot crossed the line and it cost her to drop down to 16th overall and miss out on the final 2 days of competition. Been a mental morning. Chaz has got 4. I got 2.
It's called balance. He was like, do you want lunch and donuts? I was like, nah, just a donut. Just donuts. Look at this little dude. He completed his scaled Murph today. 7, 8 years old, I think he is.
What a dude.
In a time that absolutely kicked my time's ass.
Here comes the central piece in 3rd, OC 3 and 4.
And there they go. May have freedom.
You have a barbecue on there.
The sprint.
Yeah, so the sprint, I kind of was in 15th going into the event, so knew I just had to pretty much win or get a top 5 to hopefully push myself up. So made it through the first cut, and I was like, okay, run my best the next one, and ended up tying for 1st on that. But the guy in front of me was 0.0001 faster than I was, and if I would have been in front of him, it would have put me into the top 10. So a little bummed. That's what it comes down to for an event like this for the next 5 workouts that we don't get to do. So a little frustrated, but it is what it is, and that's kind of what we all signed up for, I guess.
That's sport, but that sucks. Team, put your hand on my heart. It's pounding. We like every time we do a meetup, team. It's me and you guys. You're the reason why we're here, and it's just crazy. And we put it out there, and you don't know who's going to turn up and who isn't. And you're going to hear all these cool stories.
It's always so nerve-wracking. I feel like I've taken so many pictures already. I don't feel like there's anyone left.
So, without further ado, let's do the meetup, team.
They keep thinking I'm you. Every time I come around the corner, they're like, no.
Dry your face.
I'm literally, it's so hot.
What was that advice?
Don't touch a public sink, it's disgusting.
Ron Watt Squad are watching this event in the RV.
On the big screen.
On the big screen.
Pure luxury in here. That's what we're about.
Whoa, yeah, swear to God I'm with it. I don't see nobody in my lane that's quite go get it like me. Whoa, please don't be wasting my time with that business. Who you kidding, man? Yeah. Whoa, yeah, swear to God I'm with it. I don't see nobody in my lane that's quite go get it like me. Whoa, please don't be wasting my time.
Your arena defending and undisputed. This woman on her making it to the top of that night. Down beneath that red line.
Team, that's how it feels to come out as an athlete. Through that little curtain and just out to this full Coliseum. Mental.
Representing
Hey team, that sucked a whole lot of bananas.
Matt, we're not used to seeing you come out here without that white leader's jersey. How much does that fire you up to get out here and push to dominate an event?
You know, it was a really disappointing morning, so I came out here. I was going to try to win it, whether it meant I crashed and burned in the process. I don't care. I'm going for it.
Did you crash and burn, or did it go the way that you wanted it to go? Did you crash and burn, or did you approach it in a way that you were able to maintain?
Oh no, I had no idea if I could hold the pace, but didn't care. I'm going for the wins.
One more event in here for you tonight. It's a clean. Weightlifting is your bread and butter. You're going to push to win that one as well?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing better than lifting in the Coliseum. We're going one at a time, so this crowd's going to get crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Listening to Fraser be interviewed after that WOD just like gets me hyped. Like you can feel it's like fire. He's like, I'm here to win. Like, making sure I'm awake.
That was the Matt that we all know.
Oh my gosh. When the potty mouth comes out, that's how you know.
How are you feeling? How are you holding
Oh
up?
my gosh, I'm good. I'm great. I'm not working out. It's so stressful regardless, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, doing what I can. I mean, that's all that anybody can do. Anybody as a support system, like the only thing you can do is just, you know, make your breakfasts and keep the energy good, and so that's just what I try to do. And you know, it's tough because we obviously work with so many athletes too, so it's hard to obviously have my person who I'm like the most invested in, but then I work with 15, 16 other athletes that are competing, so it's hard to, you know, see the ups and downs of all of that throughout the weekend too. So yeah, it's a draining weekend. Sammy's the glue that keeps it all together.
Huh?
Sammy's the glue that keeps it all together. Fall apart without this girl.
For sure. And I'm the same with Jazz, believe it or not. Team, you guys are crazy, and what's just happened?
Got a fiance now, the CrossFit Games.
How do you feel? In 3 words.
Wasn't expecting it at all.
Wasn't expected. We'll count it.
I'm trying to contain myself, but she's such a boss. We are moving on. Did you just call me trying to act cool? Did I look like I was screaming inside? Because I was. Such a boss. I wish I was the strongest here. Never been to a baseball game, but I'm going to say this is way better. .0.03.
you. Good to see you. Good to see you. That was awesome. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. F***ing hell.
When you got CrossFit at 4 and bodybuilding at 5. How was that? What did you just clean?
365. I don't know what it is. I think it's close to my PR. Okay,
have a fun time.
See you later.
Yep. I'm not sure if we will.
Keep walking.
I tried to pee on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I actually said to somebody as we were walking out for our lifts, I was like, this is just like lifting in the gym, but way cooler. So,
Congratulations, guys. Good luck.
Thanks for the footage. Hey, that was fun, man.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow. Thanks. Yeah, man.
What's up, bro?
Are we going here?
Yes,
sir. Hey, congrats.
Live from the newsroom, I've got 3 people behind me and Jazz laughing at me catching fireflies. Your quads look awesome in this light, Jazz.
Yes!
What are you doing?
Look, I'm tensing them. Oh, look at those quads.
Team day 3 was as hype as day 2 and day 1 put together. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
That's half the... After all the cuts, we had event 6. Event 6, we saw 2 new movements that now CrossFitters around the world will be doing nearly every workout. You know CrossFitters, once we get a new movement, we just go to town on it because we're like, wow, it's a new movement. This is incredible. We are geniuses, pioneers of fitness. Adult PE will never be the same after today. Okay, so the split triplet, the individual event, 5 rounds for time, 1 pegboard ascent, 100 double unders, 10 single arm dumbbell hang split snatches, and then 10 single arm dumbbell hang clean and split jerks. So my honest opinion watching this was, I don't know if I'm a fan of the movement, but the coordination needed to do it threw a lot of the athletes off today. Today, team, we can have a special guest. Drew Wayman, everybody. What do you think of the 2 new movements?
They're okay.
Super fun event to watch. Matt Fraser came out and just sent it. You saw from the interview earlier, and from watching from the side, it looked like he actually did that. From 2 rounds in, you could tell that he'd put himself in a bit of a pain cave, and he managed to hold on to the pace and completely crush it. It's the Matt Fraser we know. That is the CrossFit workouts that we know. The one thing that I did pick up from event 7, the split triplet, was that now there's only 10 athletes. People are gaming this. Like Matt Fraser, instead of having 4 heats before him where he's comparing his time, and maybe he'll push a little bit harder in the workout even if he is leading, when he knew he had the win, he was kind of just taking his time. He took 30 seconds to kind of chalk up his hands and compose himself in that last 5th and final round. On the women's side, if you did miss it, the buzzer went, Tia Claire Toomey fell off the pegboard on the first pegboard, and so did Thuri Helgadottir. The Morning Chalk Up released a video with Tia and an interview after that event. This is what she had to say about the cuts and how things have been over the weekend.
This is the first time we've seen just this small amount of 10 final women out on the floor. Does it change your mindset at all, knowing that we've gotten here over the course of cuts through the weekend?
You know, those girls that have been cut so far are my friends, and it's actually quite emotional even thinking about it. They deserve to be here, and you know, I hope that they know that they can walk away with their heads held high, and it's just an honour to be a part of the 10 here out on the field because they're phenomenal athletes as well.
Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you.
And then we went into the max clean, and then who doesn't enjoy a max event? This was cool. Instead of having all the barbells where people would just lift at one time, they had one platform in the middle of the floor, and it brought the hype. Yeah, after the last 2 days of competition, the women's weight started at 215 pounds, and 3 of the 7 top 10 women couldn't clean that first bar. But if you do look at the last events, they have been very leggy, they've been very taxing. There's been a lot of running, and I'm not surprised. However, that event basically came down to Tia Claire Toomey versus Amanda Barnhard. The victor of this was Tia Claire Toomey. It was close. And if you didn't see the competition, Amanda power cleaned the first 3 bars, I think, and made it look super easy. Incredible strength.
Clean, not deadlift. So let's make that clear to everybody. That's insane.
And on the male side, the bar started at 315. Will Morad didn't attempt to lift just because earlier in the day during the sprint, if you didn't catch it, he looked like he tweaked or pulled his hamstring. Someone would know about that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, a little familiar.
But it was crazy. So after these pretty intense couple of days of CrossFit, 6 people got through the 355 bar, 161 kilo bar. 4 out of the 10 men got through the 365 bar, which is 166 kilos. And then the battle came down to Matt Fraser and Scott Panchik from 370 pounds onwards, both hitting 370, both hitting 375. But the victor, and he said it, and he did it, and he's sending it. Matt Fraser hit 380, Scott Panchik didn't. The crowd was going nuts.
380 for the three-time champ. He hits this, he wins the event.
Come on, Matt. Oh, yes!
Matttown is still Matttown. 2 straight wins. And strap in, everybody. Sunday is going to be a blast at the CrossFit Games.
So now the field is down to 10 athletes. There's a 10-point difference between first and second, second and third, third and fourth, fifth and sixth. Fraser went into that workout 55 points behind Noah Olsen, but Noah Olsen in that workout finished fifth, which, if the field was larger, wouldn't be too much of an issue. But because it isn't, and that points difference of 10 per placing has come into play, let's have a look at the leaderboard after Matt Fraser took that event. He's now only 15 points behind, going into day 3 with 3 more events left. So going into tomorrow, it is Noah's to lose. There looks like there's going to be a fight for third between Bjorn Carl Gudmundsson and Scott Panchik. There's only 3 points separating them now. And then James Newbury, Jacob Hepner, Adrian Mumweiler, Matt McLeod, and Scott Panchik and Will Morad will all battle tomorrow to try and be up there. But then looking at the women's side, there is quite a big gap between Tia-Claire Toomey and the rest of the field. Tia's got an 85-point lead going into the final 3 events. Basically meaning if Kristen wins every single one of the events, Tia could finish third in every single one of the events left and still get it. After the impressive showing in the clean, Amanda Barnhart is back up to 7th with 476 points. And tomorrow there looks like there's going to be an event in the water, and she is a collegiate swimmer. She's also Drew Wayman's training partner. How good is she at swimming, Drew?
She will absolutely destroy anyone who gets in the water with her. Just say that.
You heard it here from the man himself. And then just to quickly cover the team side, CrossFit Mayhem are still crushing it. Alex Smith ran super fast today. Like, it was incredible watching him run. It was like...
And look at that. Alex Smith from Alex.
He put up a picture before the day, and I couldn't believe that was Alex Smith. I thought he just got it off Google Images. Mayhem 635 points. The next closest is CrossFit Krypton with 478. So it looks like the battle there on the team side is going to be between 3rd and 4th, which is Central Beasts and OC3 Black. But anyway, a couple of facts to finish off this vlog. Out of the 114 countries that were represented at the 2019 CrossFit Games, only 6 countries represent the top 10 males and top 10 females. Out of the 20 people that are still left in the competition, 10 of them are American. 3 of them Australian, 3 of them are Icelandic. This photo is probably the dopest photo that I've ever seen taken.
I can't lose, I'm a pass through if I have to. Teach them all like a classroom, If I want it, then I get it. Work hard, don't regret it. Yeah, I said it,
Adrian Mumweiler and Lucas Hugberg seem to be having a pull a face off. Oh, this is awesome. Team, I nearly missed this. All right, we're gonna end on a high, we're gonna end on a laugh. Pay attention to the woman, and I'm sorry if you watch these videos, who it makes some great content. Thank you for watching today's vlog, team. If you did enjoy it, as always, smash that like button. Right? Right. And we will see you tomorrow for the final day of competition. It's been crazy. Tomorrow's gonna be even more insane. Here's a question I'm gonna leave you guys with. Put it down in the comments below right this second. Top 3 males, top 3 females of these final 10 tomorrow. See if you can get it right. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
So come on, Tia.
Come on, Tia.
You can win.
You can win.
The CrossFit Games.
Because I can.
Woohoo!
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Drew Woman Woman?
Drew Woman.
Unbelievable.
Stop laughing at me. I told you this is why I don't like doing it with live audiences.
You're doing very well.
Yes.